I thought I would try and bring you along, as this would be my first craft with me. This is for the Tracy Fox Challenge, where you take a dollar store journal and you cover it, and then if you're so inclined, you give it away as Happy Meal. So I'm applying matte medium to the front of my book. One of the reasons I don't know if craft with me is something that's within my style is that I'm not really a big talker. So I'm apt to give you long periods of silence. So I thought what I would do is apply multiple layers of sewing tissue. I want to see how many layers it takes to not have the book page, the book itself, show through. And it might not be a hardship if it does. I might find that I'm going to have to put down regular paper anyway, but we'll see. The way to create a masterpiece is to be willing to make lots of mistakes in the process. Like today I was making chicken soup in our Instapot for the first time, and I put in a package of noodles and added all my veg and chicken. I was right at the max that the Instapot would hold, never taking into consideration that the Instapot itself, pardon me, the noodles, when they cooked, would become larger than the Instapot maximum hold. So what that meant was it took almost forever for the Instapot to seal. And then when it was done, and we were releasing the steam, well, of course, the soup juice started coming out because it was over. But soup itself was delicious. So, lesson learned. Never cook a full package of pasta in the Instapot unless you're going to do it without adding the veg, and then add it at the end after the veg was done. Now, what I have to say is that the vegetable was done perfect. It was exactly the way we like them. So this is not covering up the lines very fast. So I have lots of sewing patterns, so no one needs to worry about how much of that I'm putting down. It's getting darker. I might be able to live with it. I like that these lines are showing through. So lots of silence, like just what you experienced. If I post this, I will fast forward through all of that. So now this has some words on it, and I wanted those on the side here, and I want them on the book, so I'm going to put them down, see if I can distract from the background. Okay, I think I'm going to fold this up to not waste any of this paper. It's interesting when I'm doing my junk journals, being so new at it. I'm really interested in all of the different styles and what people, the pockets they make, but I get lost in other people's styles, so that when I'm trying to do a book for myself or for a swap with someone, the problem is that I eventually, I don't like what I get because it's everybody else's style instead of my style. So I guess I'm still trying to find my style. I actually don't mind how that background is showing through now that it's calmed down a lot. Let's see how much of these I can fold over. Alright, whoa, don't want to do that. Don't want that edge to come off, so guess I'll just do that. Get some more matte medium in here. I have where the screen is, or where you can pick me up from, mapped out on the thing here, trying to keep you in frame. Can I dare fold these over? Or will it get to be too much? Or do I like the way it is? Alright, so let me see about tearing this. Maybe I'll cut it. I'm sure all of you are just telling me, well, you shouldn't do that, you should do it this way, or whatever. Leave the comments, I am interested. Now, do I like that, or do I want to add more? What I'm going to be doing, I might add, actually looking on the video screen is interesting because you see everything from a different perspective, which is nice. What have I got here? I've got some writing. It says facing, center fold, so maybe put the facing up there. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is start ripping this and putting it on that way in pieces. So I like that word facing. And you know, if it doesn't turn out, then I will use it as a to-do journal. Totally good with that. Facing up there, because I think the girl will go down here. I have keep a daily journal, keep multiple daily journals, but I have one that I do a doodle in every day and a quote. And one of the quotes for this week was really very, I thought, telling and appropriate, in so much as it talked about our need to complain as an addiction that needs to be our addiction to complaining will only sort of the cure is to talk about our joys. One of my joys today is Sunday, was singing. I led music. And you really, when you're sitting in a pew in a congregation, you don't really get to enjoy the full beauty of what the church is producing in the way of music. And it was a joy today to hear them sing. It was, I'm Mennonite, and so it was a Mennonite church. And we do love our music. So I picked the songs for today. And one of the younger members of our church, he's at university, so that's how young he is, or old he is. And he pointed out that I had picked music all from the Sacred Harp tradition. Well, I didn't know what that meant, so I had to come home and look it up. And I would say that I like the Sacred Harp, H-A-R-P, tradition of music. So that was a joy today. Another joy today was waking up beside my husband, with us both being healthy, knowing that we had today to look forward to together. Let's see what else I've got in this pattern. Don't want any more lines down here. I might like some lines doing there. And let's see what I can get off this one. Maybe one of these long, whoops. Pattern pieces don't tear so well. One there. One here. Put that there. Move this one down a bit maybe. I don't want it to go into that vogue. But I do like the lines, the definition they give, or the border they create, I guess is what I'm looking forward to. Looking for. See, there's another reason why I worry about making these live videos. Is I have a learning disability. And it means that between thinking a word and saying the word, it gets lost. I kind of like that. In fact, I like that a lot. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this and let it dry, and then I will come back and bring you along on the next stage when I add the pattern pieces. All right, so I'm back. The book is dry. I kind of lost the word vogue. I wish I hadn't, but I think it looks nice. What I've done while you've been gone, oh, the other thing I did was I glued this onto the spine this way using the matte medium, and then on the inside I rolled it over. I probably, in hindsight, should have left more of this hanging off so I could have had more of a roll, but that's for next time. The other thing I did was I knew I wanted to include this piece, so I've got that edged and cut out, and I fussy cut her out, the girl that I want on the book. So now put her aside. I guess I need to leave her there and go to my box of cast-offs, my scrap box. Would that look nice in behind her? I don't mind that. Ooh, that might be nice. Put that over there. I don't think that. I like that. Okay. Put that one back. I like this one better. Now what about green? Nope. Don't like green. What about this ledger? still like the flower better. Ooh, here's some, made my daughter a, whoops, don't want to put that away, a recipe book, and I have a piece of this lace hanging out. Wonder if I could include this in there. The lace doily kind of gets lost. What's on the other side? Would be upside down. Okay, I don't think I'm going to use that. What about wood? No. What else have I got in here? Some music paper? No, I don't think so. Well, here's some paper that I made. This paper is scraps left over from Jessica paper that I made while we were in Myrtle Beach. I had a lot of fun doing that. Let me see. Nope. I think the pattern piece is going to make up all of the words. No, I think that I like this orange piece. Sorry for the noise, it's dragging my chair. I think I like this piece here the best. And now I want to keep the word Vogue in there. Alright, I'm just going to start tearing this. I can't tell you what paper pack this is from. I've only recently started to track that kind of thing. I really am a pure crafter. I just love doing it. However, in this craft, you can make more journals than you can use yourself. So that is the dilemma. If that can be seen as a dilemma, having too many journals. Alright, so I still have the word Vogue. I'm going to take a little bit more off this side. So there, I have the word Vogue. I want her standing on something though. They're really not big enough, are they? Nope. I do want her standing on something though, so what to do? I wonder if I went back to some of this Jessica paper and added it down here. Not quite big enough. Do I have a bigger piece of that? I don't mind that, but I want that torn if that's what I end up using. Oh, here's a nice piece. Now, will this tear? Not really. Not easily, anyway. Let me see. Yes, I don't, it was fun in Myrtle Beach to make this paper, just getting up in the morning. In Myrtle Beach, I only crafted with things I found at thrift stores, so this was some cardboard that was there, and then I took my box of scraps and some glue, so I would just, and some stamps, and I would stamp, and then I would just glue stuff down. I was very impressed. I was leery in the start, but very impressed with the paper, and it makes wonderful backgrounds for tags and is a great way to get rid of your stash. Now I wonder if I've made this too small now. Too narrow, I guess is what I'm saying. That down like there. That goes there, and she goes there. No, I don't like it. But do I not like it, or do I not like the combination? Can I reconfigure this so that I do like it? All right, so I know that I like that. What I don't like is her feet. I don't want her head or her feet in no man's land. So I don't mind that. So let's rip this off. Sorry, I was out of camera. Now I just have this, or do I have a hole? No, I don't like that either. I like that. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. That does not make me happy. I think we've got it. I think this is it. So I can't take a picture of it because I've got you on the video. So I am going to start by taking her off, lifting that up, and putting some glue here to get that there where I want it. That where I want it. That where I want it. I wonder that might actually help that. Stop being so stark. I don't like how bright it is. I guess it's not starkness, it's the brightness I don't like. Okay, so I like that. And then if I add her to it, do I have it? I think I do. All right, so I'm going to take this off, and what I'm going to do is distress the pieces that I put down. One time I forgot to put the lid on this, got called away to the phone, came back and found out that I put the signature that I was working on top of an open box of ink. Well, wasn't that a disaster? All right, so that is where I want it. So now I'm going to glue it down to the book. I like using Fabri-Tac. I'm using that word Vogue as a guideline. I'll go in and yes, I do like that. So now I'll glue her down. I made this skirt in the early 1970s. I quite liked it. I think I made it about 3 times. Glad I hung on to it and didn't get rid of it. Do I want something to show through her arm? Alright, there we go. I think there she goes. All right, I need to put some more down, but I want to include the pattern in here. Let's just see how we're going to do that. Nope. Nope. Maybe just the pattern piece. Yeah, I think I'll put it down there. Distress the edges of it, and then we will be in a position. I just have to plug the battery in on my phone. I'm hoping that it is still recording. Ooh. All the things you have to consider when you are live streaming. I guess it's not live streaming, it's videotaping. Where do I want to put that now? Oh, I know what I think I want. I want a label. Okay, I just had to run into the other room. Have my boxes of labels. Yes. I'm just gluing off screen. I'm sorry. I'll catch on to this if I decide to keep doing it. Put that up there like that. What I'm undecided about is the size. I think I'm going to take the size off there, put it there, and maybe throw the size down there in that space right there. What do you think? Do I have it? I think that's what it's going to be. I'm going to do the back of the book with more tissue paper, but I won't bore you with doing that. And I think I am done. I had this little piece of lace that I thought I might add somewhere, but yeah, sure. Sticker up there, leftover piece of lace, don't waste it. And it goes that way. All right, so there is my Tracy Fox. Cover. I hope you've enjoyed crafting with me today. Thank you.